Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Ingrid's World. I am your host, Ingrid Paris Hicklin. On this show, you get to meet Tabatha Turman, founder, president, and CEO of Integrated Finance and Accounting Solutions, LLC. She has over 20 years of expertise as an Army finance officer and has grown IFAS from a one-woman consulting firm to a highly regarded, employee-oriented, multi-million-dollar firm. We're excited to welcome to the show Tabatha Turman. Welcome to the show, Tabatha.
Hi, Ingrid. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, first of all, tell everyone, I always like to say, where are you from?
I am from St. Louis, Missouri, born and raised.
Oh, beautiful. See,
Yes,
you have to ask that question. Not everyone's from the DMV, right?
that is correct. You've heard of the Arch, right? That's where I'm
That's
from,
right.
the
Oh my
St. Louis Arch.
goodness, the St.
hmm
Louis Arch. So,
Yes.
so tell us about your education.
Sure. Right after high school, actually, I went into the military and
Did
I
you?
got a lot of experience there. And then later went on to get my bachelor's degree in accounting and then an MBA.
Oh my goodness.
hmm
So went right from high school, am I correct, to the military?
That is correct. At 17
Beautiful.
years old.
Beautiful. How inspirational. So tell us
Yes.
about your career in the military.
Sure. When I went into the military enlisted, I went in as a reservist. I was a supply sergeant, enlisted person. I deployed to Desert Storm. I was in a transportation unit. So, ironically, as a supply soldier, you had to learn how to drive the vehicles as well. So, I picked up a second skill set. So, I can actually drive an 18 wheeler, I can change tires and everything on them. And then later on, after I got my bachelor's degree, I got a commission as a finance officer. So I did 10 years on one side and 10 years on the other.
You know, and I would never know that about you, Tabitha. I see you, and I see you as a CEO, but not one who is changing, or driving an 18 wheeler.
Absolutely.
Well, talk
Yes,
about
indeed.
multi-talented and facet. That's amazing.
Yes.
So you had a very rich career in the military, and
Mhm.
then you started your company. Tell us
Absolutely.
about your company.
Absolutely. So we go by IFAS. That's Integrated Finance and Accounting Solutions. And I will tell you, when I started the company, you said one woman. That's exactly what I thought I'd be doing. My children were small at the time, and I just wanted to do some consulting. But as you know, luck would have it, or fate, it just continued to grow and grow. And originally, all the services that I provided was things that I learned in the military. So my first client was the Army, doing budget work, budget execution, formulation. And I was able to grow that one contract where I was the employee and the employer to six people, took that past performance, and we just started growing from there and our capabilities. So not only do we do budget, we do audits. We cost out programs for defense and civil agencies. I have statisticians. I have economy. We do anything with appropriated funding in the financial management realm. All of my clients are federal agencies.
Wow. Oh my goodness. But what inspired you to start your company?
Again, my children were small. I thought that have flexibility, be my own boss. You know, the cliches when people start a company. And then about a year in, I said, I've got to get serious. I need strategy. I need to put some smart people around me so that I can actually grow the company.
So when did you launch IFAX?
In 2007, so it'll be 14 years in
Wow.
January. Yeah.
Congratulations. So
Thank you.
so what is the mission? What is the mission
So
of it?
Again, our mission is we provide very great people. We want to make sure that we make sure that the taxpayers' dollars are spent on what it's set aside for. So it is our mission to, be on budget, on time, and that resident expert that our clients and future clients reach out to.
Wow. What has been the philosophy of your company?
So we've stayed true to our core. We are federal financial managers, but as you know, when you're servicing someone, you're doing a great job, and they're like, "Listen, IFAS, we know you're doing the budget, but we want you over here to manage a few programs." We're not everything to everybody, but when we are in lockstep with our client's mission, we can pivot into other capability areas. So we make decisions based on long-term results, and we've had clients for since we've opened the door 14 years ago. They've been repeat clients of ours.
Oh my goodness. So the services that you're offered, you said that budgeting,
Cost estimating, auditing. And when you say cost estimating, let's say the Army wants to build a new weapon system. So our cost estimators would go out and they price it from the nuts and bolts
wow.
to the weaponry so we are that type of firm that is called on to do that. And we do studies. They may not go out and procure the particular weapon system that we priced out, but we are the ones in the background saying, if you go to industry, this product should cost X. So when the bids start to come in, they have to come within that amount that we costed it out for. So that's us on the other end.
That's fascinating to me because, from from the public standpoint, you just think, oh, this just happens, but actually there's a lot of smart people here trying to figure it all out. Mm-hmm. So you actually,
in the background.
So you all are in the background, and you said down to the nuts and bolts.
No, nuts and bolts. So if we give you something saying that it should cost $10 million to build this particular whatever, bid should come in at 10 million or lower. If it goes too low, then we have issues with that because the quality of the product or service. So we give that feedback as well, the range. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And then not only do we do the costing, once something has been procured, yes. Let's say the bid went out, and we also manage the program to make sure that you are spending the money on what you procured. Okay.
So you're going to monitor it.
We do. So that's where the audits come in. So that's where the budget work comes in. So, every line item that we said, we make sure you're spending $1 million on this, $2 million on that it's appropriated correctly. So it's not sexy work, but that is what we do. That is
well,
true number crunchers.
I beg to differ with you. I think it is sexy work because I like numbers.
That is me.
So,
yes.
But it's fascinating about the services. Now, we have a video. Can you introduce the video that you're going to show us?
Sure. So a while back, we did a video because we wanted to be able to show not only our customers, but other folks that want to know about us, what it is that we do, our capabilities, and what makes IFAS so unique in this market.
Wow.
So that is the intro to the video.
Okay, so we're going to watch this, and then we'll come back and continue our interview with Tabatha.
IFAS stands for Integrated Finance and Accounting Solutions.
The finance side, of course, we do the accounting work. We do the financial improvement, audit readiness. We do planning, programming, budget, and execution work. We also do administrative support functions. We do business process reengineering, data analytics, statistical modeling.
WHS, Department of Transportation, Health and Human Services. We're in the Army. We're down in Special Operations Command in Tampa doing great things. We are a small company with a really large footprint. We've also done work in Iraq, Kuwait, Afghanistan. So we've done some amazing things throughout the years, and it's because of the people that we bring on board to be able to meet the mission of our clients.
All right, so Tabatha, what roadblocks have you met on your way to success?
Boy, I tell you, how much time we got left? How many? I will tell you, just not listening in the beginning. And someone said, the best advice you're ever going to get is when your mouth is closed. You've got to listen. And so a very great mentor of mine early on said, you need best friends in business. Your attorney, it's going to be your accountant and your banker. I'm like, wow, giving my feedback. It was later on that I realized these are very important people. When it's time to grow and scale as a company, your banker should have intimate knowledge of your company. If you win a big award, a big contract, you pick up the phone and they know. Okay, we've got to, increase that line of credit. We've got to give her that capital. We know the company's solid. And then we proceed from there. And then our accountant, we're audited every year. It's very important that you have your accountant there as well, because sometimes you have to produce different types of financials depending on the size of the contract. So that's an important relationship. And then your attorney. You don't want to be sued out of the blue and start Googling lawyers for this, lawyers for that. You want to have that cadre of attorneys available. I truly believe and stand by that advice that I got a few years ago. It's been very important.
You know what? Did you say Googling?
Yes.
All right. So, I'm listening. My mouth is closed and I'm listening. I done made some notes. Banker, lawyer, and accountant.
And an accountant. Yes, an accountant needs an accountant. That's
an
right.
accountant needs an accountant.
Absolutely. That's not my specialty. That is correct.
Wow.
He has a specialty.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What has been the key to your success?
I would say just surrounding myself with very smart people and having a clear vision of where I want to take the company, and then just getting out the way and let people, do their jobs, what you brought them on for. Let your experts be your experts. You don't always have to be the smartest person in the room. I'm a true believer in that.
Okay, so you must know me. I always think I'm the smart one. I'm trying to be better.
I cannot be. Yeah, because we have some really smart, and it depends on the meeting. They know I have to take someone with me because I have subject matter experts that I rely on.
Oh, wow.
The more savvier the contracts and things become, you want to make sure that when you go before that client, you have those subject matter experts to be able to talk to their needs.
Wow. So you really you are really focused on what the person's expertise are, and then they are quite valuable because then they come with you and they are spoken as. And so what I like what you're saying is that you're really quite transparent in terms of how you manage and you work together. That's
very collaborative, and that goes back to my military background. I was a combat commander. I did command in Iraq for a year in 2004, 2005. You have to be collaborative. And that's where I say, now I know why I did my military time, because it is so invaluable to me now as the CEO of my company because I draw back on a lot of that experience. So I like to collaborate, create that team cohesion and listen to my experts.
Wow. Wow. What keeps you motivated? Because it's
You
hard
know,
work, but
it
it's
is,
very hard.
it is. And it's just, once you, it's the adrenaline. Once you know it can be done, it's just the thrill of the chase. I'm a business developer. That comes natural for me. When my kids were little, I would say those are my why. I do it for my kids. Now that they're grown, it's like I still do it for them, so they can see that hard work and determination. You can make things happen if you put your mind to it. So it's still my kids. It's still my children. Those are my whys.
When we were talking about the show, I did the research and I saw that you do a lot of community service projects. Tell us about IFAC's community involvement.
Sure, IFAS, we have been involved in the community since our inception. Minnieville Elementary School, you're familiar with that
Yes.
school. I would say maybe about 8 or 9 years ago, we bought tablets for classroom. Yeah, and the kids were able to, take their SOL test. These were kids that didn't have the equipment in their homes. So
Right.
it was very important that they were able to connect on snow days and things of that nature. And we also have a mini MBA program where we teach entrepreneurship to high school students. And my son actually runs that. So we've done it at the Boys and Girls Club. We've done it at Northern Virginia Community College. And then back home where I'm from in St. Louis. So the kids, they come up with their own business idea and we help them put together a business plan. They do the finances, the marketing, the SWOT analysis, and we have business owners come in to teach the different
Oh,
modules
wow.
to help them put the financials and everything together. And just this past year, the kids in St. Louis, whatever group won the business plan competition, they came out to Virginia and they were able to come to IFAS. They pitched their business plan, and then we took them to a like business so they can actually see it. If you put your mind to it, this could happen. And it was the St. James in Springfield, which is a sports complex. That was the group that won. So we went to the complex, and some amazing gentlemen, African American gentlemen, own that sports complex, and they were able to meet them. They listened to their business pitch. The owners, they asked questions and gave them advice. It was very nice. It was a very good thing.
You're doing work that's inspirational. And what I really love about it is that, a couple of things is that you're helping our young people, but then there's also people who are out there that says, "Oh my goodness, I too can aspire to this." Lots of hard
Absolutely.
work, lots of hard
Absolutely.
and dedication,
Absolutely.
but it is a
Absolutely.
career. You also have received quite a few awards. Tell us about the awards, your recognition for your company.
Absolutely. Well, the most notable ones are the ones that we get from Inc. 5000 magazine. We've been awarded the top company in Virginia, not the top company, but we were in like the top 11 or 12 one year. And we've received awards for being a top Virginia company. We also received an award for being a top African American owned company from the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. And we've also received other local civic awards as well. It's always great to be able to share the recognition with our employees because, yeah, they're the ones that brings it home for us.
Oh, that's so. What lessons would you like to impart to people who are watching this show? You know.
Okay. In terms of entrepreneurship or
Mm-hmm.
okay. Well, I will say, stay true to your why. When you venture out as an entrepreneur, there's a reason why. Either you're solving a problem or you've just had this passion to do something. But always, stay to your core and your why, to your core and your why. And your why. If you started because you want to create a legacy for your children, if you started because you wanted to have extra free time, because you're winding down your career, stay true to that. If you're winding down and it's feeling like you're doing too much, you have to peel a hat off and hire someone to do some of those things that you're doing so you can get back to your why. You don't have to, shut the business down. You just need more help to keep it going.
I love what you said, getting to the why. And the
Stay
why
true.
is staying true to why you're in this business. Fascinating. It really is. I think that's most important. Well, Tabatha, what's next for you? I mean, you've grown this. Is there another business out there for you? Another why that you will be pursuing?
I'm glad that you asked that. Actually, I have a 501c3 now, Tabby. It's called Tabby, the Arches to Better Economic Empowerment. And we want to create tools and resources for underserved communities so that they can know that there are other ways that you can increase your economic value in the world, whether it's through, we have programs on how to network, cultural experiences, so you can expand your network. We have, again, entrepreneurship, and then we also have a lot on financial literacy. So we're excited about that.
And I just see, and like you have grown your company, it is amazing. And that will then, we'll be reading about this
I
too.
hope so.
What a privilege to interview you. And thank you for finding the time to be here on Ingrid's World. You are truly inspirational.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
My inspirational quote is from Sheila Johnson. Don't ever lose sight of who you are and your own power. Thank you for watching Ingrid's World, and don't forget to friend us on Facebook or follow Ingrid's World VA on Twitter and Instagram. And if you miss an episode, please watch Ingrid's World on YouTube or on ingridsworld.org. Thank you so much for watching.